What's up? You back here on Humble TV, Humble Nation Stand Up. I am the Humble AG. I kind of talk my shit. Talk to me nice, don't talk to me twice. I'm back here again with another bumper clap video. You better know what I said. So, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all the story of how I got sent to alternative school. And honestly, my mama didn't help the situation. So, boom, let me tell y'all what happened. This was end of 7th, beginning of 8th grade year. I ended up at alternative school. Shit was crazy. Anywho, so we had just moved from Philly to Maryland for a little minute, and my mother hated Philly, so she moved quick as hell. Because as y'all, in case y'all don't know, if y'all don't know anything else about me, my mother moved every couple years. Like, we moved so much that shit was like normal to us. So I lived all over, but we had lived in Philly for like less than a year. My mother did not like Philly. She made it a speedy case and moved us up out of Philly. So we moved to Maryland and had this little issue with these two sisters. Mind you, I had just got there, so I don't know why these bitches is fucking with me, but they are. I'm black, as you can see. They was so you already know how this story finna go. So my mother tried to handle it the right way, you know, to the school, They was like, okay, well, we'll take care of it. They really ain't do shit about it. So my mother got tired of it. She was like, you know what? I know I've been telling you, you new here, just relax, don't get in trouble and all that. She said, well, here's what I need you to do. All you gotta do is catch one of them, and you fuck her up, because you know she gonna start with you. She said, don't start it, but finish it. She said, so the next time one of them say something, you beat that bitch the fuck up and come home. I got you covered. Don't worry about it. So all that's in my head now is Mom's done gave me the green light. I'm finna fuck one of y'all up, okay? That's just how that is. So about a week passed since Mom's done gave me the green light to go ahead and fuck one of these bitches up. I had gym before my last period, so it was my second to last period. So I'm at my locker. You know, I am somebody who, I was raised by a mother who will talk about you and like talk about people, so she always make sure you on point and we on point. So I don't do that stinking shit. I don't do that you smelling, like, no. So after gym, I get myself together. I got deodorant, I got spray. I'm not playing. So I'm at my locker trying to get myself together before I go to my last class. You only got one more period left, but you not finna say I stink. What we not finna say is, oh, AG over there stink. Fuck you, your mama. So, right? So, boom, I'm at my locker. I'm standing there. One bitch on one side, one on the other side. These two bitches are talking about me across me as if I'm not standing right here. So, I'm like, okay, you're trying to provoke me now. Got it. So, I just remember what my mother told me. Unfortunately for me, both of them was there. But I'm not scared. Because even if y'all jump me, I'm going to fuck one of y'all up. That's all I know. One of y'all is really going to feel me. Even if y'all jump me and win, one of y'all gonna feel me. So, I'm a lefty. So, when I closed my locker with the right hand, and I took the left hand, grabbed the sister that was on the left side, right into the locker. Her shit went into the locker 2 times before her sister realized what happened. So, the one that I grabbed first, she fell because she hit the locker so hard. So, the one that was on the right, I grabbed her and started wailing on her. I'm wearing her the fuck out. We is really rumbling. So, you know how fights go in school. It's a big-ass crowd. And my locker is one of the main hallways in the school. So, it's in between class change. I told you I'm going from 6th period to 7th period. It's about to be last class of the day. You know that hallway is busy as fuck, right? It's people crowding around. So, I'm wearing them out. I'm throwing. I'm hitting whoever. Whichever one I see, I'm hitting. We going in. These bitches are losing. It's 2 of y'all. How y'all letting me wail on y'all like this? It's crazy. So anyway, they break the fight up. Go in the office, of course. You know how that go. He says he gonna call my mother on speaker, trying to embarrass me, not realizing he finna be embarrassed. Because I'm like, don't call her. Not because I'm scared. Because you calling her at work about some bullshit, I already know how my mother feel about that. Do not call her. This man proceeds to call her. My mother said, why are you calling me with this nonsense? I told y'all what was going on. Y'all said y'all couldn't do nothing about it. I told her to whoop one of their asses and come home. She said, and no, I'm not coming to pick her up because school lets out in like 30, 40 minutes. Make her take the bus home. She said, put her in ISS if you don't want her to go to class. Put her in ISS. Let her take the bus home. I'm not picking her up. Click. I was like, I told you not to call her. You sitting here looking so concerned. I told you not to call her. I don't understand what you don't understand. I told you not to call her. Now you embarrassed. You try to embarrass me and now you embarrassed. Ain't that something? So anyway, that's a Friday. That Monday, my mother gets a call saying we need to come to the school about my suspension because I told you she did not come get me, so she don't have the paperwork and stuff, and they would not give it to me, so she had to come to the school. So Monday morning, we going there. It's the meeting. It's me, my mother, the girl's mother, and the 2 girls. I told you they sisters. Turns out they was fraternal twins. I didn't know that, but I really didn't care. They both was ugly. And their mama was ugly too, so there was that. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. So we're sitting, me and the mothers are sitting by each other. I'm on this side, they on the other side, right? They look like somebody beat the shit out of them. They look like they got ran over. I'm fine. The only thing that was wrong was I bruised my hand. Find you somebody to play with. So going in, the woman's going on. She's like, this is aggressive. She called me aggressive. Why she said that, my mother didn't hear nothing else after that lady called me aggressive. Then the man proceeds to chime in and say, yes, Ari has a lot of aggression problems and this, that, and the third. Why you said that, sir? Why did you say that? For those of y'all who don't know nothing else about my mother wears her hair wrapped up every single day. Turban, every day. She wrapped up. Looking like the queen of the motherland that she is, okay? Why did you say that? I told you there. My mother said, oh, so because the nigga jump on a master, they got aggression problems. I said, if I wasn't in trouble before, I'm in trouble now. My 5-day suspension turned into a 10-day suspension and a trip to the Board of Education and Juvenile Detention Service. So, boom. A couple days into my suspension, we have to go to the Board of Education. Our suspension is almost up. My mama was mad because she thought I was the only one who had to go. But when we showed up to the Board of Education, we realized that the mama signed in, like, before she was there earlier in the day. So that made my mama feel better that they didn't just send us. They sent Bo. They sent all of us, okay? That made her feel better about life. So we goes in there. Never forget this man. Buzz Williams is the man who is dealing with everything. We goes and sit in this conference room. It's a big table. There's chairs on both sides. We sit on one side. He sits on the other side. It's me, my mother, husband. I'm in the middle. They on each side. Buzz is across the table. He's sitting directly in front of me. He comes in. He starts going through my stuff. He's like, yeah, you never had no issues. This, that, and the third. You good grades, or your teachers having pleasant things to say about you. He's praising me because I was never a bad kid in school, at least. I was bad, but not in school because my mother didn't play when it came to my education. So I ain't try to get into problems in school. The shit I got into was outside of school. You feel me? So he goes all of that. Then he drops the bomb and was like, yeah, so when your suspension is up, you're going to be going to the alternative school and and he's rambling off all this stuff, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? So my mother stops him and said, are the girls that she got into it, are they going? He says no. He said they're going back to school on Monday. Mind you, we wasn't supposed to go back to school until that Wednesday, and I think this meeting was like that Thursday, the Thursday prior to the Wednesday we were supposed to go back to school. Why you told my mother that? Why did you tell her that? What's wrong with you, sir? Why did you tell her that? So, again, my mother starts getting irate. My mother husband whispers to me. He's like, yeah, you probably gonna have to go to this alternative school because this ain't finna go good. I already know. My mother's on 10. She 38 high. I know this not finna end well. The man keeps talking. My mother says, fuck you. That was the first words came out of her mouth after he said what he said. He said, excuse me, ma'am. She said, yes, you're a racist bastard, and I feel like you're trying to make an example out of my child, even though she's not a delinquent, but you're trying to make her seem like she is one because of where she come from and her background and who she is and where she lives now. You're trying to make an example out of her. So fuck you and fuck this whole thing. She said, you're lucky I don't sue y'all. So then she walks out of the meeting, and she couldn't figure out how to get out of the building because she was so high. She said, how the fuck I get out of this stupid ass building? We're still sitting there. Me and my mother's husband are still sitting there. I'm like, just give me the paper, because at this point, I already know it's no getting around this going to alternative school thing. Not only did I have to finish the 7th grade I had to do the first part of 8th grade at that alternative school because my mother made Buzz upset. He was just going to make me finish out the end of the year. No, he made me stay because my mother had called him a racist bastard. So then, after you go to the alternative school, you're supposed to go back to the Board of Education building. My mother was banned from the building. She could not go back in that building. So they called us on the phone and told them, when it was time for me to go back to regular school, they called us on the phone and told them, she go back to regular school on Monday. Because my mother was not allowed in the building. But let me put 10 on 20. So I told you we had to also go to the Juvenile Detention Center building before I went to the alternative school. We get in there. It's another palm-colored lady. She talking out the side of her neck. All of this. She's also the probation officer for a lot of the damn delinquents that live in the area. This bitch is all like, yeah, she need to go on the wagon. She need a piss test. She's like, I'm a piss test you. You gonna pass? She's talking to me. Mind you, I'm a minor. My mom was like, whoa, address your questions to me. Then my mother wasn't understanding what the fuck she meant by wagon. This lady was talking about the bus that they send to the damn juvenile detention center. My mother didn't know what the fuck the lady was talking about when she kept saying wagon, so she was confused. And as soon as she figured it out, she said, oh, okay. She said, first of all, she's a minor, don't talk to her, talk to me. She's not taking a piss test. You're not making my daughter take a piss test because, one, we're not doing that. Two, what is wrong with you? Then she says, and also too, this fucking wagon you keep talking about, what is that? She said, oh, it's what transport them to the juvenile detention center. She said, oh, okay, got it. So that's what I think it is. She said, listen here, if I ever feel like I cannot handle her and she is too much for me to handle, you will not have to ask me. Because guess what? I will bring her in here and I'm going to come in your office and I'm going to strip her naked because everything she got on, I pay for. And you're going to have to figure out how to feed and clothe her. And then my mother walked out. We left out of that meeting too. I told y'all. Now fast forward back to when I was finna go back to regular school. You're supposed to go back to the Board of Education building. They didn't make her do that. My mother wasn't allowed in that building. So they just called on the phone and said I could go back to school on Monday. But also too, because they kept saying aggression and they kept putting that all over this whole thing. They kept saying I was aggressive and all of this. Mind you, no, you bitches just got beat up. That's all. That's not my fault that y'all can't fight. And stop fucking with people. So then they sent me to the anger management lady to talk to her. I went to 2 sessions. I was supposed to go to 8 sessions before I went back to regular school. I only went to 2. I'm gonna tell y'all why. The first one, I sat through the whole thing. She kept annoying me because she was like, you know, you don't have to be so angry. You're young. What are you so mad about? I'm not mad. I wasn't mad when I did what I did. Don't fuck around and find out. Don't bother me. We won't have no problems. Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing. This lady kept telling me I was angry. So the second time I went back, I told Mommy I don't want to keep doing it. She said, you have to because it's the only way you're going to get to go back to regular school. I said, okay. About 20 minutes into that second session, she was getting on my last fucking nerve and I could not take no more. I told that lady, I finally was sat up and I was like, you said this is a safe space, right? She ready because she just waiting for me to admit some crazy shit. Because a lot of times they say the kids to the anger management, get them to fucking relax and talk to this lady, and then they get you locked up and sent to juvie. Bitch, I'm not finna tell you shit. I'm not finna snitch on me. And on top of that, bitch, I'm not angry. You're getting on my nerves. I said, I see dead people and they told me they come in to get you. And I said it with a straight fucking face. And I even let little tears get well up in my eye. And I said, I'm scared because I don't understand why this keeps happening to me. That lady legitimately said, please step out in the hole and please send your mother in. She sent my mother in. She signed my paper. I never had to go back. When we got to the car, my mother said, what the fuck did you do? I said, I told that lady I see dead people when they come in to get her. My mother laughed so hard she was in tears. She said, you're definitely my child. Because why the fuck did you say that? I said, because she was getting on my motherfucking nerves. Keep saying this. You don't need to be angry. I'm not angry. Yeah, so when I went back to regular school, everybody was talking about it. They was like, damn, son, they said they sent you to the jail school because the alternative school was like jail, yo. The building, we had to walk through metal detectors, all of that shit, yo. I lived in New York, and even New York public schools was not as bad as this fucking alternative school in Maryland was, yo. It was like we going to jail, and we had to wear uniform. We had to wear black polo and khaki shorts or long pants when it was wintertime. Bro, it was like we was going to jail. And on top of that, we didn't start school at regular time. We used to go to school like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we wouldn't get out of school until like 5:36. Like we had jobs. This fucking school was like a jail school. We could not go nowhere by ourselves. When we would switch classes, because it was for 6th through 8th grade. No, not 6th through 8th. 6th through 12th grade is who went to that alternative school. If you got in trouble in middle school or high school, they sent you there. We could not walk nowhere by ourselves. Not the bathroom, not to the next class, nothing. Even when we'd be at our lockers in the hallway, like in between change class or in the morning, they got teachers, like I'm talking about cock diesel on swole watching you. Like nothing used to pop off. When shit used to pop off in that school, it used to be because we would like get a minute in the lunchroom or shit like that. Like that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but I met some cool ass people at the alternative school though. I'm still cool to this day. Shout out to my homegirl Christine, we was cool. Shout out to my homegirl Tara, we was cool. Fucking Kyle, my nigga Kyle Roan, that nigga was cool as hell. Yeah, it was a lot of us. Like we wasn't bad. We weren't taking nobody's shit. Like that shit was funny as hell, boy. So much shit used to go down. Oh, shout out to the art teacher that used to work there. She was a hippie and she was cool as hell because I told y'all we had to wear that fucking uniform. She wore the uniform too. She was like, y'all are treating these kids like they were inmates, and that's not cool. So she, as like a rebellion thing, because she was a hippie. Like, y'all catch my drift. Whatever you picture for a hippie in your mind, she literally was that. Had the circle glasses with the curly hair, and her shit was like reddish orange too. And she was short. She was probably like our height. She was probably like 5 feet. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Cool as hell, yo. But I met some dope ass people while I was there, yeah. But yeah, y'all, that's how I got sent to alternative school. When in reality, it could have been a 5-day suspension. It went from a 5-day suspension to alternative school for 2 school semesters. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next Bomba Clock video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to come kick it with the kid. You done know. Talk to me once, don't talk to me twice. I'll catch y'all in the next Bomba Clock video. I'm out.
H-U-M-B